Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of 5 Minute Gaming News, the show that made it another week. Thank you so much. Today in the news, well, actually this whole week in the news, has been a lot of Metaverse nonsense. And I say nonsense because nobody can tell me what the Metaverse is. I keep asking, and I don't think anyone has an answer. Is it supposed to be a video game? Because I don't see a game here. Is it supposed to be a communications tool? Because we have a million online communications tools that are easier and don't require a giant apparatus on my face. Is it social media? Because if there's one person I do not trust with that, it is the person behind Facebook. Or is it simply just a mall designed to sell us as much crap as it can? It's infuriating because all these tech outlets and big businesses and multi-million-dollar companies are talking about it like it is the next big thing. But I don't know what that thing is. And what's even more infuriating, the one product they do have, the one they actually just bought, the Oculus, is good. The Oculus 2 is a good product. It is good VR. It is neat. And yeah, Meta tried to Facebookify the whole thing and everyone hated it. And so they've walked it back, thankfully. And now it looks like they have a new VR headset coming, one that will focus on social presence. With features like eye tracking and face tracking, Zuckerberg said the headset is designed to capture users' facial expressions and have them replicated on their avatars in real time to enhance nonverbal communication. Which again, coming from Facebook seems less like we're trying to make VR better and more like we're trying to figure out ways to make the metaverse better and then figure out ways to get you on the metaverse and then, buy, sell, whatever. We're face tracking you now, so I'm sure that won't be used in some terrible way. In his recent appearance on the Joe Rogan podcast, Mark also said, when you're on a video call, you don't actually feel like you're there with the person. To me, what virtual reality unlocks is that it really convinces your brain that you're there in person. But that's just the thing I don't think he gets, though. Most people don't want to be in that boardroom. Working from home, having this monitor as a barrier between you and work, and having the freedom to, who knows, I may not have pants on right now. All you see is this. Having that freedom to go into your kitchen, grab a coffee, all that stuff people enjoy. That's why more and more people want to work from home. And the idea of then saying, put a thing on your face and now you're back in the office, forced to be in a boardroom, and we're going to monitor your eyes and your facial tracking and all that stuff. All I'm saying is no one wants that. And I do mean no one. Employers want people back in offices, right? They complain about it all the time. There's so many articles. But more and more people want to work from home. So VR workspaces are like, you can work from home, but also feel like you're at the office, which appears to be designed to please no one. There is nothing cool about sitting at your desk at home, wearing VR goggles, listening to Steve from accounting talk about quarterly reports for 2 hours. That sucks. And this is why my attention was immediately drawn to an article over on CNN Business about Meta and VR just being uncool. Its author, Alison Morrow, hits on some points that I completely agree with. Zuckerberg is spending, at this point, $10 billion on the metaverse, and yet the cool factor of VR just isn't there. She says to get into the metaverse in the first place, you have to strap on a bulky headset like Meta's $400 Quest device, which itself is pretty sleek, but at the end of the day, it's still a big computer on your dome that your IRL friends and loved ones will rightly tease you about. She then goes on to say VR avatars also need to respond in real time to the ways we move our faces and bodies, which requires powerful computing and graphics processing. What we'd really need to make it look convincing are extra sensors tacked all over our bodies, which again is incredibly uncool. Not to mention, would you even trust Facebook if they had all those things tracking your body? And she ends on the totally true statement, Meta is spending billions of dollars on a vision that at best is incomplete and at worst, no one wants. And the person it's tapped with hyping that vision is, Mark Zuckerberg. And that is exactly it. We talked about it earlier this week. He is the absolute worst possible messenger for this movement to Ready Player One-ify the world. No one trusts him and no one likes him, and he's never done anything to earn that trust or to deserve to be liked. And the product he's selling is one that at the moment exists in a way that no one understands and is some amorphous concept of the future. The whole thing is a mess. Much like your Cred Minute.
Hello everybody, how's it going? It's me, Crendor, and welcome back to the Cren Minute, my once-a-week segment where I get to talk about whatever I want for a minute. This week, I'm ranting about gamers. Not gamers specifically, but the definition or the word gamer, because I've just always hated it. I've always made fun of it when people are like, yeah, we're gamers, or like, oh, these gamers over here. It sounds so dumb, right? It's not like you look at people that watch a bunch of movies and go like, oh, there's the movie watchers. I guess there's like the film buffs, but nobody goes around going like, hey, you a film buff? I guess there's probably some people. Either way, I hate that too. Like, I like playing games, okay? But I like other things too, you know? I go to the gym, you know? I like painting miniatures. I guess you could be a war gamer, right? There's just like so many things. I just don't care. I'm just like, oh yeah, you play video games? Yeah, I play video games. You know, I don't have to be a gamer. I'm just somebody that plays video games. You know, what even is a gamer? Is it somebody that plays them nonstop? Is it somebody that's competitive in gaming? Is it somebody that's like a casual gamer? Is it like, I don't know. I hate it. I think it's dumb. That's my Cren Minute.
Thanks, Crendor. You're my favorite gamer. Anyway, that's it for the show. Thank you so much. By all means, head on over to Cox Clips if you want the VODs, if you want to see some shorts, if you just want to have a good time and you're tired of my news. Also, get ready. There's going to be some fun stuff this weekend for you on this channel. So that's all I'll say. Thanks so much, and I'll see you Monday for another episode of 5 Minute Gaming News.